Hey guys, got a new pistol for my collection here today. This is obviously some sort of prototype. It's a 22 short. It will actually fit 22 long rifle, but the action only comes back so far. So it's really meant designed for a 22 short. It has a very square look, square barrel, upper steel. The lower is aluminum, and it does have a laser sight on it. It reminds me a little bit of the 45 that the Terminator used in the first movie, the 45 long slide. So I'll cut to a picture so you can see it. So I guess a mouse version of that gun. A little bit more about the pistol. The upper here is all one unibody. The barrel is built in. It's all one piece of steel. It's a Green Mountain barrel blank with a 1 in 16 twist, which is what you'd want for 22 and 22 long rifle. The grips here are actually American Chestnut with a little bit of tung hole. So that wood's probably 120 years old at least. But like I said, it's just a 22 single shot. Really probably meant more like just a little, I guess, literally a little mouse pistol. But let me take the range and put a few rounds through it, and you can see what it's like to handle. All right. Yeah, just a fun little gun to shoot. Little 22s. There's no recoil and not very loud, and of course, especially the 22 short. But as you can see from the video, to load it, you have to turn it, pull the uh, pull the bolt back. That's the single locking lug right there that locks into the, I guess, ejection port. And there's an extractor down in there. You can see right there. And of course, you just have to load individually, and pull the trigger, and the extractor will pull it on out. But yeah, just a fun little gun. Again, from my collection. Let me show you real quick how to field dress this thing. There is a dovetailed in a piece of steel right here in the receiver, and you knock that out, and then when you concoct the bolt, it will come out the back. So let me knock out this little dovetail, and that'll get us access to the bolt for cleaning. Let me do that real quick. Okay, so I knocked that out, so now we can pull the bolt out, and there's the extractor that rides under the bolt right there. Of course, now you can get access to the barrel and receiver to clean it all. I took it out today and shot it. Yeah, just a pretty simple little trigger in there. The bolt is pretty intricate. It's all one part. The the locking lug, get that in zoom here, is it isn't silver soldered on or anything like that. Like this is all one piece of steel right here, the square part all the way up to including the locking lug. I've had some silver solder fail before on some factory guns, so I thought that was neat that this is all one piece of steel. To get access to the spring and to get the striker out, you'd have to knock out this dovetail part, and that would give you access to to the to those components. And there's the firing pin hole. There's actually two. I don't know why. There's a firing pin retaining pin right here that you'd knock out. That would get the firing pin out, but you don't have to do all that just for field stripping. But that's really all the disassembly you have to do to get it down to field strip for cleaning. Like I said, you can get access down to the receiver, and you can clean the barrel. But yeah, a neat little gun. Hey guys, real quick, I've got some books available on Amazon for multiple guns from my collection. There is a playlist on my channel called Books on Guns. There will be a video for each one of these books. If something like this is of interest to you, again, it's just some books available on Amazon. All right, let's get back to it. Yeah, I mean, obviously this is some sort of unfinished prototype. Again, the laser is kind of neat. You don't see 22 shorts with a lot of lasers, but that's a piece of modified, Picatinny rail right there that was just mounted to the barrel. But yeah, there it is. Really, really all field stripped. That extractor is pretty common. I remember an old Winchester single shot I had a very similar style. So I guess extractor. I was going to mention I have a channel over on Rumble. and I'll put a more detailed video over there. It's Garage Guy 3006. Again, if this really interests you and you want to see a much deeper video, I'll make sure and put one over on Rumble. But to reassemble it, you have to put the, I guess, the extractor down here like this and insert everything. Pretty. It's a little tedious to put together. And then you have to put the wedge back in for the, to stop the bolt from coming out. Let me do that real quick. Yeah, there it is, all back together. Yeah, it's the 22 long slide with laser sight, like in the Terminator movie. But yes, that's a weird little a weird little piece. It's the action, and like I said, is similar to the I guess the well rod pistol you've seen from my collection. But this one, where this one locks with the firing pin in the ejection port, which is a little more common for 22s. You see that design more, where the other one had locking lugs back here. But yeah, and they're all, and it's like I said, one piece construction for this bolt. So that was kind of neat. But yeah, there it is, my 22 short, I guess, mouse pistol with laser sighting. But yeah, neat little fun little gun. But hey guys, I appreciate you watching. Be safe and God bless. Thanks.